So we are joined by Wayne Furbert, who is the Minister of Business and Development for Bermuda. Welcome, sir.
Thank you very much. I'm glad to be here.
I bet you are.
This is a beautiful view, isn't it?
It's absolutely stunning. I was wondering, what is a day in the life of Wayne like? Surely you have the best job in the world.
Oh, first of all, I wake up very early. Matter of fact, my wife says that I don't go to sleep because my mind is always ticking at evening times, trying to figure out what more things I can do for Bermuda. It's a place that I love. I have a passion for this country, and I'm always looking to do new ideas, either on business development side and tourism, because there are two fields. The business development side is to encourage new international businesses to come here, and of course, tourism is encourage tourists to come here. And but I've been involved in politics since I was 14 years old. As a passion, my great-grandfather was, in the early years, was called member of Commonwealth Parliament until Bermuda became members of Parliament in 1968. But it's a day that I'm busy. I'm busy from the time I get up, and I probably won't get home until about 10, and then I just crash.
Were you born in Bermuda?
Yeah. I'm been blessed to be born in paradise, and went to school for a while in the University of Toledo, Ohio. I have my degrees in physics and mathematics. I became a chartered accountant. I'm doing a doctor's degree in international business and finance. But my passion is about serving people.
So what do you think it is about Bermuda that makes people just be absolutely crazy for it?
I think the main thing is about our friendliness. It's a place that we grew up where everyone had to say good morning, good afternoon, and good night. When we took over the airport from the Americans, there was a joke going around that the plane had to say good morning, good afternoon. If not, they won't land. And so it's our friendliness that's made us who we are. And I'm hoping that trend will continue to stay there. I mean, it's unusual for me to not get in the elevator in New York City and not say good morning, and no one speaks. I just find it strange. So that, I think, is what has made it, is the catching the heart of Bermudians. And on top of that, our beauty in itself. When you wake up in the morning, and where most places you can see the crystal clear blue water, and you say, wow, I'm actually living in the Garden of Eden. This is what Bermuda is all about. Living
the dream.
Yes.
I've been so impressed with the food in Bermuda. I've put on so much weight.
No, you are not.
I was wondering if you could highlight for our listeners some of your favourite dishes, which are, specialities of this island.
Well, some of the dishes have to be peas and rice and chicken. That's a traditional Bermuda dish, particularly in the summertime. Peas and rice, chicken, and potato salad. Everybody has to have that in the summertime. We have also fish chowder, which is one of our good dishes that good. You gotta have a good chef to make it though, and then they add a little rum and some other things to it that gives a little flavor.
Those hot peppers.
Yeah, it's lovely. And then at Christmas time we have something called cassava pie, and if you think you're eating a lot of food now, you should try a cassava pie at Christmas time and also maybe at Easter time. And that's the only time that we will eat it, because you eat so much of it. It's like a cake with chicken in between it. And so, and it's sweet, and you just can't stop eating it. So that's some of the dishes that we do have. On top of that, we may have pan-fried rockfish or pan-fried wahoo with bananas. Those are the type of things that I think Bermudians love. I love, and then of course you can't help but eat the lobster. And we can only serve lobster in Bermuda because we're very conservationist, with months with R in it. So from, let's say from November to whenever the last R is, it's at March, that we're serving, people can catch lobster and serve it. And so many Bermudians will be rushing to the restaurants for the last day. Like my wife, she loves lobster, and so that's one of our favorite dishes also.
Well, I think it's great to know that you are preserving the stock, and that's what I like about Bermuda as well. I find it to be very eco-friendly island. You have to, all your rainwater is where you get
Absolutely
your water
right.
from, and I think we could all really pick up on some of the things that you do.
Yeah, it's interesting that our forefathers, and I was telling someone the other day, probably didn't realize what they was doing, but allowing one car per household. I mean, the congestions I understand in the UK or the congestions in other islands, we had the foresight to know that one car per household on 21 square mile was probably the best we can do. And then on top of that, to allow water to be conserved or caught at the bottom of our homes. And then when we need water, we can pump that water up. We also allow limited fishing in certain areas around Bermuda. So we are eco-friendly because it's also about the future, not only about ourselves, how much we can get now. And most people love to grab. But what about our future generation? And I think that's where Bermuda has been well trained. And on top of that, as you may be aware, is that when a hurricane comes to Bermuda or passes by, it's not like us all evacuating and going to New York or going to some other island. We have to stay here. So our homes are built strong enough for Category 3 and sometimes in Category 4 because our roofs is probably the only thing that may pop during a hurricane. But these walls are built very solidly. So there's no fear of knowing that something's going to happen. And as you're aware, in Florida, people leave and go up to the east coast a little further or up the north, heading towards to get out of the hurricane trail. But we have been fortunate that, like I said, our forefathers thought ahead of time.
I believe you've met the Queen.
Yes, I have.
I'm very impressed on this year, her Diamond Jubilee. It's auspicious.
Yes, I've had the opportunity to shake her hand probably 3 times.
Wow.
When I was the Minister of, I think it was Transport, way back in 1994 or 5, she appeared at the airport. At that time, I think she had a broken arm or something at the time, and we were taught exactly how to shake her hands. First of all, she has to put her hands out first. Then we were told to put out 3 fingers, where she can shake it and let her do the squeezing. But everyone wants to speak to her, so she carries that little bag on the side, and very, very delightful lady. And then I had the opportunity to have dinner with her just in 2010 at Tucker's Point Hotel. It was a very small group that met with her, and I can't forget it because the must be her people in London that tells how much we can eat and what is supposed to be fixed that night. And there was a joke because she wasn't eating that much, so we had to eat what she ate. And we had a little small carrot, a little small, I forget the other, broccoli or something. And I think most people left there and get something else to eat. I would never forget that night.
I love it. Finally, Wayne, if people are coming to Bermuda for the first time, it's a difficult one to answer, but we could be here for hours, but in a little brief summation, where should they go and what should they do? Well,
first of all, it's 7 hours away from flight from Gatwick to Bermuda. And as I sit here and the sun is beating in my face, and when they're thinking about sitting up there in that cold weather up there in the UK, there must be one place that they can come and even have that British flavor. As you know, we are still a British colony, and we are proud of our heritage. And to come here and to enjoy the pink sand, to enjoy our crystal blue water, to enjoy the friendliness of the island, and also knowing that you're not in Britain, but knowing that there are still some British things taking place. I mean, I'm aware that, or you may not be aware that we have the Bermuda shorts. And the Bermuda shorts came about because the British army people that was here felt it was too hot, so they cut their long pants. Hence, it became the Bermuda shorts. So we're well known around the world for doing that. So it's about coming here, being relaxed. You don't have to have no hassle. If you want to go and see our aquarium or our crystal caves, go to the naval station up there in Dockyard to see where the British Army was, or go down to Hamilton and enjoy our illustrious shopping. Bermuda has 3 different areas. We have the heritage site in St. George's, where we were discovered way back there, well before the Americans. We were here And so we have the St. George's site, which is a heritage site. Then we have Hamilton, which is mainly the shopping area. And then we have Dockyard, where other activities happen. So we have 3 destinations in one. But Bermuda itself is a destination. You don't have to worry about any gated community. You don't have to see. And I was in Costa Rica here recently, and it was amazing to see the amount of gates up there in Costa Rica. You don't have to see it here. But it's about the people, and we will welcome everyone to come here to enjoy our lovely island.
Thank you. We do feel very welcome. Thank you for having us, Wayne.
Thank you. And I'm sure you're feeling that sun right now.
I'm going to hit the pool.
Okay. I'm going to jump from here.